Consistencies on credit reports. One really easy example is you have an account and it's reporting differently on each one of your credit reports. So your TransUnion doesn't match your Experian and so on and so forth, right? It's kind of like a game of telephone. You tell one person something, then that person reports it to the next person, and then so on and so forth. By the time it gets back to you, the original person, it's a whole convoluted story. Okay. They done went to Mars and back. All right. It's the same thing with credit reports. A lot of times the information that gets reported just does not come through and it doesn't report correctly. Now, it's your job to identify that if you are going to be disputing. So you can go the old school route, which takes a lot longer, where you get your credit report from each one of the bureaus and you do a side-by-side comparison on your desk and thumb through each one of those reports. You could do it that way, or you could do it a lot faster and do it like we do in the credit repair industry. We get what's called a tri-merge credit report. That is the quickest and most effective way to find inconsistencies in your credit report, okay? So make sure that you get a tri-merge report. Now, I left some links in the description below if you want to get with one of the companies that we use in the industry, okay? Tri-merge, tri-merge, tri-merge. Remember that. Links below. All right. Now, in this video, I need you to look at this from landscape, not portrait, because we're going to be looking at a screenshot of an active client's credit report, a portion of it. So I could show you some inconsistencies that I see on his credit report. And this is stuff that you could totally dispute on your own if you get that tri-merge report and you see what's going on. All right. Now, like I said, this is going to be this client's TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax all in the same place. So we can get a really quick side-by-side view. Now, we're going to be looking at this account for his TransUnion and Experian. This is an auto loan that ended up being derogatory. So the first little bit of information that I see that is a discrepancy and an inconsistency is the date opened. We have TransUnion saying that this account opened on 2/19/2015, and then we have Experian saying that it opened on 2/1/2015. Now, I do know my client, and I can tell you he is not a time traveler, so I know he did not sign an account or an agreement on 2/19 and then jump all the way back to 2/1 and sign a contract as well. I know he didn't do that. So this is definitely an inconsistency. So I would be asking each one of these bureaus separately, what is the date open that you show for this account? Show me, because I'm showing that it's inconsistent across the board with the other bureaus. Okay, so that's totally something that you could dispute right off the bat. All right, there definitely is one big one that I see here, but it's not really the topic that we're discussing in this video. So I'm going to skip that for now. The other error that I see is the date last active. TransUnion is saying that this account was last active on March 23rd, 2020. And then Experian is saying that it was last active on 3/1/2020. This is a problem. We have a lot of time travel happening here, okay? So this can't be correct on either side, because either the account was active 3/23/2020 or it was last active on 3/1/2020. So I would definitely ask for more clarification from each one of the bureaus separately on that. Okay, so these areas are definitely some places that you could start with your dispute process, because they're blaring and it's obvious that these things are wrong. Now, here's the trick. If you send out the dispute to the bureau and they insist that this information is correct and they send you back a letter that says, no, it's right, now we're cooking, because at the end of the day, it cannot be correct if two bureaus are reporting different items, right? So that's where you get a little deeper into the dispute process. So we're not covering that today, but yeah, you definitely would have a valid dispute here if you start in these two areas. Now, the next area that I want to share with you is not necessarily an inconsistency between the bureaus. It's really just inconsistent payment reporting that is just bugging me. It's actually making my eye twitch a little bit because it's so wrong. So you'll look here in the two payment history section, and okay, this is a problem, because how on earth was this man 30 days late both in April and in May? How? Not possible, right? And then on top of that, they then went on to say that he was 60 days late, okay, in June, July, and August. That is not possible, you guys. I don't know my flowers, but I know how calendars work. And you cannot be 60 day, 60 day, 60 day. It's typically 30, 60, 90, 120, and so on, right? So this already in and of itself is inaccurate payment history reporting. Now, a lot of people are uncomfortable fighting this part of the credit report because you know in your heart that you were late. So you kind of feel bad telling them like, hey, I wasn't late on this day. But you can say that because at the end of the day, they're reporting the information incorrectly. If you were, let's say, 30 days late in August of 2019, that's okay, but they don't have the right to report it repeatedly if that's not the case and that's not what happened, right? I would rather have one late payment reporting than 15 or 16 that are reporting inaccurately, right? So you have to weigh the pros and cons here. And with credit repair, like I said in the beginning or in another part of this video, the way that you get deletions, one, some of them are just lucky and they just get deleted, right? But when you get to the point that you're going to file a complaint with the CFPB, or you get to the point where you're going to court, the reason that you go to court and do things like that is because you do things like this, where you say, hey, this information is incorrect, fix it. And then the bureau turns around and says, no, what we have is accurate. So if they continuously hit you back with, no, it's accurate, we're not changing anything. If they do that and you have proof that the stuff is inaccurate, documented proof, that's where you start to build a case where you're either going to get this deletion or you're going to talk to a lawyer and you're going to get some money on top of that deletion. Okay. You're going to get a settlement. All right. Now, I hope that this video was helpful for you because I really just wanted you to see how the dispute process works. And if you look at your tri-merge report, how you can identify errors so much quicker, okay, than looking at everything separately on separate reports. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Yeah, and check the links below to start getting your tri-merge reports and start disputing your credit. If you need to talk to somebody, you can totally book a consultation with us by going to fixmyficonow.com or shoot me an email and I can kind of give you a little bit of information if you need it, okay? So yeah, I hope y'all found this video helpful and I will see you guys on the next one. Credit Solutionist out.